Alright, now we're live. You're just Canadian about it.
Well, I mean, it's not so bad. Twerp is Canadian. They're pretty great.
Twerp is Canadian, and from the 80s, future 80s.
Yep, the future past outer space, Canada.
Yes. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. We could just leave it in the luggage. We don't have to unpack it.
Rowan, come here.
Whoop. Oh, I did not tell you to do that.
I didn't tell you to do. Greetings. Stay a while and listen. I'm playing some Guardian Heroes because I wanted some kind of beat 'em up type stuff, and I wanted to test out the Saturn emulation since it was screwing up with the Shining Force 3. That's what I was going for.
That's really my job.
Story mode.
Yeah, look at you. The other kitties are wandering around, and
the other kitty is like, I want food.
Yeah, he's a little pissy about it. He also figured out that he loves the tripods, but a little too much.
Yeah, he about knocked it over. But Axis is being a boy. Aren't you? You're being a boy. Look at you. So yeah, this game, interesting Saturn beat 'em up RPG. I did do a Let's Play of this with Culex at one point forever ago. I need to redo it. I do love how all of the bad guys are very much
Rowan.
Rowan.
Sir,
come here. Very much Nazi shock troopers with like skull helmets and.
Are we the baddies?
I do love that. It's like our emblem's a skull. Are we the baddies? Yes. Yes, we are. Let's see. We've got.
Sorry, I didn't want to do that like right in your ears.
We've got Cirque and Null Destroyer Games. Turn the game on without losing life.
But where do we go from here?
The graveyard, where the dead people are.
Come say hi to me.
Oh God, she just lightning struck me. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna juggle this guy into next Thursday.
Forget juggling swords. Juggle a guy on a sword.
I mean, one of these is a very difficult, life skill. Are you running away from me?
I did just watch you juggle a guy on a sword.
And oh God. She just kind of came out of nowhere. Everyone's just gonna keep getting juggled. And I'm gonna keep leveling up off of juggling this guy. Oh. Another level up. I do love making them tired. They're so sleepy. You're so sleepy. You gotta take a little nap.
I had to take a little nap.
Same. I could take a little nap right now and fine.
God, we're getting old.
So, speaking of getting old, this time of year is when E3 used to happen.
Yes.
I say used to happen because it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Because it didn't quite survive COVID. Not that it was doing too well before COVID. It kept going from like being an open event that you could buy tickets for, you could get free tickets if you were in the industry, to industry only, to like restricted industry, like it was bleeding money. So I'm not surprised that it's not happening anymore. But now is the time of year that it normally would. So they announced, now instead of doing E3, because it's been done, most of the major companies just kind of do their own presentation. Sony did theirs today.
Oh.
Called the State of Play, which invokes some imagery.
Lady.
And
anyway.
so at the State of Play, they announced several games that I'm actually interested in. One of them, the sequel to a Metroidvania that I need to actually get around to Let's Playing, Bloodstained. They're doing a sequel to that. Not sure if it's coming out on the Switch. They did say that they're not sure what they're doing in regards to the Switch, because the Switch 2 comes out tomorrow.
Right. I don't think I followed up on what date it was after they had to postpone it.
The other game that they announced that I'm really interested in is coming out on the Switch and Switch 2. So I will be buying it on the Switch. Is Final Fantasy Tactics.
I'm shocked.
Remastering the War of the Lions version for PSP.
Come here, buddy.
And I'm like, oh, I should have live streamed that tonight. Except we just live streamed that in like January. So like, Rowan, yeah, like, and he's like, no, I'm gonna try to lead Jess upstairs to feed me.
Yeah, I only barely, but I am smarter than you.
I mean, it depends on the day. There are some days that I am confident I am smarter than that cat. There are other days that I'm like, that cat is way too smart for his own good.
All right, party upstairs. See you later. It's the equivalent of telling me to get out of the car. If I was going to throw a temper tantrum, just get out of the car.
So I leveled up apparently 13 times.
Hi. Come here. I'm not going to feed you, buddy.
I don't think I don't need mental or intelligence. I'm the sword-wielding, lovable doof.
See? You can be up here. It just means I can't sit back, which is probably okay.
Hi, welcome. The Sega Saturn classics are better than PlayStation. So the Saturn games I feel aged a little bit better because more of them were pixel graphics than 3D. That is kind of a thing about this genre of, or this era of games. Like, you have the N64, which at the time was incredible. Like, Mario 64, a full 3D, like, you can explore, you've got control of the camera, all that. That was groundbreaking. Nowadays, it looks very dated. Because it was. Like, that was, that was what we could push the technology to do at the time, and we've pushed it much farther than that. So you look at it compared to stuff today.
Having a moment, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I had my Ruby Redbird. And she is delicious.
I'm sorry, I'm having a slightly orgasmic moment due to my beer.
Listen. You don't understand. And I haven't even gotten to the prickly pear yet, so...
I'm not kink shaming, I'm...
just unnerved.
Well, I was trying to fit in an AA joke, but I just couldn't. Like, I was trying to think of, like, one of the 12 steps. I'm not kink shaming, I'm just kink. Step 1 is admitting you have a problem. And I couldn't quite piece that together.
I don't know. Making amends is always a...
I mean, yeah.
It just has a way of automatically making you feel guilty even if you haven't done it. Or if you're not shitty things done to you.
I mean, yeah. Yes. The two of you can't coexist in the same space. It's not like you're brothers or anything. It's not like you've licked each other's butts before.
Yeah, we don't need to see that. No.
On N64, you got Body Harvest, an underrated classic which paved the way for 3D Grand Theft Auto. I actually don't think I've played Body Harvest. I should look into that. There are a bunch of N64 games that I'm like, I feel that some of these are criminally underrated. I loved Blast Corps. C-O-R-P-S. I think it's Core. But like...
Barb!
Welcome!
Where's Pin?
Yeah, Pin. Everyone go into the Discord and be like, yeah, Pin, where are you? We miss you.
Pin! Where's our resident fever? Oh, wait.
Oh god, Benedict Cumberbatch.
What a character.
Right? Boozy.
Without drinking a whole lot of grapefruit juice.
Yeah, I do love that meme that gets posted around. It's like, hey, modern marvel of medical science, undone by a single grapefruit.
Right? Like, oh man.
Don't forget to continue Shining Force scenario. So I'm debating on fully Let's Play, but I know, I don't think I can top them as I already did. I think I recorded, I think I did a fantastic job. I don't know how I would do better than that. Mostly because I don't know if anyone else has done something better. Like, I saw, the reason why I wanted to do the Shining Force games as well that I did was Total Biscuit.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually started on YouTube. He did, one of his very earliest projects was a Let's Play of Shining Force 3 on emulation. And this is back before Saturn emulation was decent. So, like, he was working at it. And he just put together this, like, he was making it as comprehensive as possible. And I saw that and I'm like, I could do that. And he had, at that point, by the time that I started my Let's Play channel, he had moved away from Let's Plays and was doing more gaming industry discussion. And I got involved with him with Sega going after Shining Force content because he was doing brand deals for Sega. Axis? No. He was doing brand deals, and yet they copyright struck his videos. And he's like, he had a direct line to Sega. He's like, the hell are you guys doing? And they couldn't respond, and so he's like, well, until they, come forward with this, I'm just gonna boycott doing anything for them.
Yeah. Okay, put the daggers away.
No, I want to go get on the game shelf. Oh, you live in Brazil.
Goodness.
But so he started doing that, and so I'm like, I could do it, and I wanted to do it as comprehensive, but I also wanted to make it as polished as possible, and I added in like maps and video clips of all the enemies attacking, so you could see the enemy if what it is that they were capable of doing. I tried to go on like, but I've not seen anyone add to that I could be like, I could do that, but better. That is the one thing that I kind of understand about capitalism. It doesn't work this way, but I get where the thought process is that when you have competition, it breeds innovation. But
yeah,
in capitalism, it doesn't work because you can get people who abuse the system.
I'm just still stuck. I haven't heard the name Total Biscuit in
Well, I mean, he did.
a long time.
He did die.
Well, I know.
Yeah. So
but
like,
even in conversation with you, I haven't heard that name in a very long time. Not since he died, actually.
I'm still really disappointed. He was here locally, getting treatment, because I forget what he died of cancer, and he was at Duke at one point getting treatment, and I'm like, I really regret not, because he posted on Twitter, he's like, hey, yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. Anyone have anything that's, worth, what are some good, restaurants, good hangouts? Like, I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
And, like, I really should have, reached out because I've been like, hey, yeah, I can talk to fucking Total Biscuit. Just be like, yeah. But like, I didn't want to bother him while he was, recuperating, because like, cancer treatment's not exactly.
No. But also, sometimes you don't want to do it online.
Yeah.
It really makes you feel terrible. It was in advances, because one of them was referring to her chemo appointment, and then she just stayed there for a couple of days, or depending on. But she's like, I feel bad, I'm not especially fun to be around, and then
Are you supposed to be? Like,
don't expect you to entertain us.
You're getting pumped full of poison. What about this is...
Right. Yeah, I often wish that with Loki, because he would get weird about his nails. I think I was the only person who would let trim them, and then as he got older, he got more and more crotchety about that, and his nails became...
Axis, come sit. You were doing fine until your brother disturbed you. And I get it. It's disturbing to have someone sit on your head when you don't ask for it.
Excuse me. Consent is key.
Axis, come here. Come here. Yo, listen to that pitiful meow. Come here. You're just so pitiful. Come here. Axis, come here.
Kitty boy.
Come here. Come here. Yeah. You can do it. There you go. There you go. I've heard a guy
like,
almost dying from diabetic shock even after insurance bill is... I mean... Our for-profit healthcare system is totally working.
USA, #1, baby.
#1 in medical debt.
#1 in debt. Student loan debt, medical debt, credit card debt, housing debt.
The more we say debt, the less it sounds like a word. It's hitting somatic satiation levels. Debt. Debt? Debit.
For a long time, when it first get like debit, way in the before times, was very confused because I kept hearing debt instead of debit, and I didn't know. Now we talk about getting the debt card. And I was like, what is that? Like, I know that's fundamentally what a credit card is. You just tell me to go get your credit card.
Right? I'm getting laser-eyed to death by this rather rotund robot.
Dr. Robotnik creation without saying you're Dr.
I mean,
Robotnik.
right?
Aaron!
Woo!
If I end up killing you, you... Yeah.
Stop hitting me with lasers from halfway across the screen. I can't do anything about lasers.
I got an email today.
Can he not get any lower than... I'm gonna launch shrimp fried fireballs at him.
What is going on?
This game is just unrepentant. Nope, not getting close to him. I can't get close to him to attack him. There we go.
Hurt the first.
I can't kill him. I was about to say. And now I gotta fight him again? Which means I'm going to die. Again. Also, kind of bullshit that you just got your health back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
However, you're useless. I can't quite juggle you because my giant armored skeleton friend is making it difficult. But you're
Gold-plated RoboCop is Fucking with your mojo.
Sorry, I heard gold-plated Robocock, and I'm like, what? Ladies.
Yeah, I don't know.
That brings a whole new meaning to Dead or Alive. You're coming with me.
Oh no.
Hey, remember that time that RoboCop shot a guy in the dick?
He needed a gold-plated RoboCop then.
The best. So I think it's Peter Weller is the actor. There is a photo of a young lady at a convention getting a picture of her with her arm around Peter Weller, and she's wearing a shirt that says, "Hey, remember the time RoboCop shot that guy in the dick?" And she's just like,
I mean, honestly, I would too.
right? Like, if I go to a convention that I know that he's gonna be at,
I mean, not the first person I would seek out to, like, but I definitely would yeah.
well, I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that is as both entertaining, iconic, and uncomfortable as something like I'm saying, who, like, there's nothing like, hey, remember that time Mandalorian shot a guy? Like,
yeah.
He hasn't. I think he may have stabbed a guy in the dick, or at least in the crotch. It may have been an alien. So where their species' reproductive organs are is up for debate, but.
Oh, what a mess.
I mean, that's happened in Deadpool. Deadpool has stabbed a guy in the dick several times.
Yeah, because it's Deadpool.
So, like...
and everybody remembers the time that Deadpool stabbed somebody in the dick.
The time, parentheses, S.
Yes, right. The S is in Deadpool's crayon. He's proud of that shit, man.
Oh, God. I love... I really love the fact that Ryan Reynolds has his own production company called Maximum Effort now. And watching Welcome to Wrexham, just how much he is putting into, like, it's like, oh yes, my production company is doing this documentary that's going to be a show that hopefully is going to keep us from burning through all of our money. Because we're burning through a lot of our money.
You know. I still need to watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
I watched it again the other day. I also went on a 90s movie kick. I was talking to Phil about this. Oh my God. There's Angry Spirits.
Oh. Oh, they are very angry.
Behold, spirits of the damned. Why you don't like me? I mean...
Like, y'all are already dead. I didn't do shit to you.
I mean, unless I killed them, and these are spirits of people that I have in fact murdered.
I mean, I feel like they'd still be, like, trying to get their head around being a ghost at this point, and they haven't come to that. That'll happen later, but I feel like there's, you know, time, a period of adjustment there. Rowan, my dear, I love you so much.
He's like, no, you don't. You're not feeding me.
It drives me nuts when you do that.
I mean, it drives me nuts.
Atelier, what's up?
Hard to be driving me nuts. What is the steering wheel attached to your crotch? I don't know. They're driving me.
Again, I'm stuck on SpongeBob. Like, that's the Squeaky Boots episode.
Right before the live stream, Jazz was talking to Axis. I was like, look at you, being all cuddly and hanging out next to Dad. It's the best day ever. And I said, just without missing a beat, today I was pompous and my sister was crazy. Today, we were kidnapped by Hillfolk, never to be seen again. It was the best day ever. And they're like, what the hell?
I know that quote. I know it very well, but I was so stuck already in the SpongeBob Best Day Ever song that I did not register that at all. Like, what are you talking about?
Alright, apparently these guys just can't die. Maybe they can. They just keep coming back to life.
All you hear is Evanescence in the background. Yes.
All I can think of now is the guy that does the covers.
Oh. Yeah.
Nope,
Wait,
I don't want
I'm
to see
trying
ads
to-
for TikTok.
Trying to remember if that was.
Arc System Works is doing a Marvel fighting game. I haven't seen that one. I need to check it out. I know there's a new Marvel beat 'em up that's supposed to come out soon-ish, I think. I'll have to check. You alright?
Yeah, fibro shit. It'll pass.
But no, I haven't. I haven't checked to see all of the gaming news. I completely forgot that State of Play was airing at like 5 o'clock our time. And so, come 6 o'clock, I'm sitting here going, okay, I should probably start getting ready for the stream. I check my phone and it's like, Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm like, oh shit. I missed something important. I should look into that. I do kind of miss E3 not being a thing. Like, Rowan.
Sir. How many times have we already told you tonight you are not allowed up there?
Oh god. This guy is kicking my ass. Because he can do special attacks that I can't. He can do a lot of special attacks that I can't. Oh. That's a special attack I can do. I can't seem to fucking hit him with it.
You're just a distraction while the gold-plated Robocock does its job.
Hey, don't be dissing Robocock. Tactics Remake has old graphics and script from PSP and new enhanced version with redone graphics. It does. I'm kind of hesitant for the voice acting. I don't think every game needs to have voice acting. I have no idea who these three guys are, but they are gyrating in a way that makes me uncomfortable.
I mean,
it could be the fact
they're wearing matching outfits. You could just be like at a Magic Mike show or something. Like, they are about to take it off.
Supposedly, in an episode of Welcome to Wrexham, Channing Tatum shows up and starts doing a Magic Mike dance in the Wrexham kit room while the team is getting ready.
I love everything about the sentences that just came out of your mouth.
Put a shirt on, steroid boy.
It is a little Mighty Mouse kind of.
His attack is doing push-ups at me. What? Everything about this is just raising more questions.
Attacks by doing push-ups at you while we're on the outside of your foot.
I mean,
This is very strange.
we've pulled a Batman. Oh. I need to see, let me check what attack combinations.
Ragnarocker, welcome.
Because I feel some kind of way about controls. General gameplay. Magic spell effects. Statistic descriptions. Vitality. Okay. General guide is finding secret arenas on level 3, 5, 12. You can access secret arenas. Okay, cool. You can get 98 continues in the story mode. Set the game to easy and let yourself die. Then pick the third option when you die to quit. Set the difficulty to hard, then continue from the point where you left off. You will have 98 continues. Not really any descriptions on. You will only do them once he has been hit from behind. Your enemies do too much damage on free hits. His DWC moves. What the hell is DW? I just need to start mashing buttons.
My favorite leader.
That guy is really just kind of kicking his crap. Okay, I think we may have... Okay, yeah. Where's your spirit? I mean... I don't know. I mean, there is a gold-plated skeleton Robocock over there. Maybe that's where my spirit is. Okay, we're learning story that I... Oh, hey. Well, he just dicked off. Well, he's a real jerk.
Real monsters.
That was such a weird show.
Yeah, I loved it. Of course I did. What did you say your expectations of me are? That I'm just a weird little goblin?
I did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to see Ninja Sex Party live in
did.
concert, which was an experience. If you haven't seen Ninja Sex Party or TWRP, is it TWRP or is it twerp? Like,
Well, everybody was chanting twerp, twerp, twerp,
Okay.
twerp. So I call them twerp, but I don't know things because I'm an old.
same. It was really interesting seeing the split of people in the audience that were our age. It's like, we're here because Ninja Sex Party does great covers of 80s songs, versus the youngins who are there like, we've seen this guy on the internet doing funny stuff.
Yeah.
But I forgot to tell you, Libet messaged me today. She was like, you forgot to mention this part of the concert because one of her friends from Discord was also at the concert.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Same. But posted there was a whole bit where for 5 minutes they're singing Korn's Freak on a Leash while stuffing corn in Ninja Brian's pants. And Libet's like, you neglected to mention that part. I'm like, oh yeah. For 5
that was
minutes
the
I
thing.
watched a grown man shove corn into his pants, singing corn.
Yeah. So we were in the car driving back and he goes, we got to see that. Like, that's a thing that we watched. And I was like, well, I didn't get to see it, but I got to watch the bassist react. Like,
Yeah, the problem is, like,
I am short.
Jess is a tiny person, so... And the people who were next to us just kind of kept shifting to the right, getting in everyone. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, guys.
Which generally I'm used to, but now that I'm have to be on a cane more frequently for events like that where it's standing only, it's harder for me to force my way more to the front, so that way the people who are shifting are closer to my height.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to force my way in last night.
But, yeah, Ninja Sex Party was quite entertaining. Twerp puts on a fantastic show. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't know more of their own music.
It's really funky. Like, they always have that, like, groove. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Like, I know all of the stuff they've done with Ninja Sex Party. That's where I knew them from, was all of the... Because, like, they are really the band for Ninja Sex Party. Like, all of their music videos, it's Dan Avidan, Ninja Brian, and Twerp just hanging out. Which is interesting. But, like, I've seen Dan on stage for other things before. Like, they've posted some of their stage stuff on Game Grumps and the Grumps and all that other stuff. It's like, I know Dan comes into it with some energy.
Yeah.
I was not surprised by that at all. But it's the fact that everyone else on stage with him was matching his energy. All of the members of Twerp were just like it's equal parts music concert comedy bits. Like, and they're all having to keep up with it. And the fact that they're all older than we are.
Not by much, but they are older. We are youths.
We are you. I mean, I don't. Ninja Brian's older than Dan, right? I don't know how old
I
Brian
think
is.
Brian's older.
Now I gotta find
I
out.
will Google it momentarily.
But yeah, I strongly recommend it. And apparently they're doing another Under the Covers album, which I'm excited about because Ninja Sex Party does some amazing covers. I have both of their Under the Cover albums on the SD card in my car for my radio. Because
Yeah.
they're just like, while I love the original 80s versions of a lot of these songs, I feel like Dan just has an amazing voice that I don't think gets enough credit.
He's worked very hard on it, and it is impressive.
Yeah. And he has worked very hard on both emulating and elevating the sounds of the 80s. Like, he wants these to be as authentically 80s as possible, but like if the 80s had today's technology. And so, yeah.
Also, there was a keytar, and that's
anytime,
awesome.
yeah, anytime there's a keytar, you just. However, they were.
Which is one of the reasons I love keytar.
They were uncertain that the keytar was going to work because they are not the most reliable of technology.
No.
Which is weird. You feel like it shouldn't be that finicky.
You know.
Marvel Attack trailer showed off Cap, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Star-Lord, Doctor Doom, Storm, and Kamala Khan. They made Iron Man look like a Gundam. I mean, Iron Man makes Iron Man look like a Gundam. There's a whole series where Iron Man started making, or Tony Stark started making Sentinels.
He is 50. Ninja Brian.
Well.
Yep. He was born in 75.
You are 9 years older than me, and you shoved an entire bushel of corn in your pants.
I look at the middle-aged and advanced age people we are becoming, and we are that kind of people.
I mean,
except I'd be the one shoving corn in my pants.
I'm about to say, yeah, I am really just I'm not that far away from shoving ears of corn down my pants.
I'm
like, let's do a charity live stream. every $10, I shove an ear of corn.
Another ear of corn.
And then the best part is they sold the corn at the merch table for $20 an ear.
They did. It was kind of tempting, just for the novelty of it.
If
Cast it.
I mean, yeah, you could, because corn doesn't have a lot of moisture. You could cast it and it wouldn't.
Yeah, get
gooey.
Gummy.
Oh God, I watched someone put a McDonald's cheeseburger in resin just to see what happened. And I'm sitting here going, that's a bad idea on every level.
That's very concerning.
Every level. Because they put it in a vacuum chamber to suck out all of the air from the resin, but that doesn't suck out all the air or water from the burger. So that was still there. And so it still decayed inside of its resin prison slowly and uncomfortably. And I'm just like, everything about this is just...
Oh, God. It's one of the burgers that SpongeBob makes when he forgets how to tie his shoes. I can relate everything to SpongeBob.
I was going to say, you're on a SpongeBob kick, but not that there's a problem with that.
On top of wearing my SpongeBob shoes last night, which got compliments, made me happy. I had a dream last night, and SpongeBob was in it, so I'm just in that vibe.
Well, so I was talking to...
there weren't holographic ice skates, though.
I was talking to my coworker today about, old school TV shows, like The Simpsons and Family Guy, because we had lunch that was catered to us today that was from City Barbecue.
Okay.
And there was potato salad. And I say, show me potato salad. And Mike's like, what is that from? I know that's a quote from Family Guy, old school Family Guy. He's like, oh, yeah, I remember. And we started talking about how, a lot of these shows have been around so long. It's not that they've gotten bad. it's that they've just been around so long they've kind of lost what made them edgy and unique to begin with because they've just been around so long.
And when they try to do something new, it does not land well.
Yeah. Because they're already established as this. And so...
And also some humor didn't age well, so...
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
My joints did not age well. Why am I not able to hit you?
But I definitely wore my Mr. Business t-shirt. And I found one other person wearing it. It was pretty great. I ran up and I was like, nice shirt. And he goes, thanks. And just kind of looked weird until he looked at me for a second and was like, oh, hey!
Yeah. It was actually really entertaining because he was like, okay. And then he was like, oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Beers are getting more expensive, and that is unfair to the poor concert-going populations.
Spellcasters are just unfair.
Like the way my joints aged.
Because I'm just getting the shit. Because I can't get up. I have fallen and I can't get up. The second I stand up, I get lasered into the... or I get frozen. And I die. No, don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, let the big golden Robocock.
I am so glad that I could provide.
Hey, I can hit him with my spiral death attack. Because he actually flies in the air. I'm back to being and I'm dead again. Though I think this might actually be like a final boss type character. Because,
yeah.
This game does not go in like linear stages. Stop with getting frozen. Jesus Christ. Can you... Just being a colossal prick. And then he can just ice over an entire area.
Like that, and I want to pick them up, but that'll ruin it.
You'll get mad. I can attack him from behind, except I can't because he does that little, I'm just gonna fucking force field my way around. Oh, I just lit myself on fire.
Oh no.
Let's... Let's say, can I hit him? With being, like, if I light myself on fire, can I... Nope. I'm just gonna keep getting shot at with fucking laser beams and fireballs. Come on, let me attack. Or just die again, that's fine too.
It's pretty good.
Alright, I started this off by juggling a guy, and I'm ending this being juggled
By an old dude.
by an old man. And I have like one fancy attack, and I can't hit him to save my fucking life. Instead, I get frozen at every turn.
I mean, maybe he's just trying to tell you you need to cool down. Just need a cold drink. Get refreshed. So you don't die of the heat stroke when he lights you on fire.
Dr. Pepper, it's light and refreshing. Sponsor me, Dr. Pepper. Actually, please, sponsor me, Dr. Pepper.
I'd say sponsor me, Shiner, but they are small family brewery that pumps out shit tons of beer now. It is not, I mean, it is still, they still do craft beers, but like, it's not like going down a pony source.
Yeah, I went from stage 9 to stage 13. So, yeah. Humans, do not worry. Be not afraid. Okay, be a little afraid. I love there's a picture of like a biblically accurate angel. It's like, be not afraid, and a woman looking at the angel with like
Yeah.
blushed cheeks, like, And it's like, okay, be a little afraid.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Yeah. Hello to the monster fucking community.
Hello to the monster fucking community. That's a statement.
I mean, hey, they're good people. They're just, like monsters. And that's fine.
Mothman is a kind and generous lover.
He is. Very thoughtful. Thorough.
So, I've been thinking about getting my brother to make a stand for Bones so that we can move him down here and have him part of the action again. Because part of the problem is he won't sit on the futon. He falls over. We've tried to limit his drinking, but he just can't hold his liquor.
He really can't. I try not to be embarrassed, but I'm a little embarrassed that my boyfriend can't hold his liquor.
I mean, in fairness, there's not a lot there to absorb. But, like, I've seriously thought about reaching out to my brother. Like, hey, can you make a stand for a 6-foot skeleton so that I can just have him hang out? Like, because what my thought process for this is, I want to put him next window, just like waving out the window for when like solicitors come by. They just see a skeleton in the window next to the door, just like, hi.
It would be skeleton, Spyro's door, and that's just a really good lineup for it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the person who parked beside us at the concert last night had a skeleton passenger in their back seat.
Yes, yes.
He nearly scared the shit out of me trying to point it out because I was trying to back up in the midst of like everybody trying to leave the parking lot, and I was like, "Oh God, no, this is Skelly Boy." So now I want my own Skelly Boy, right?
I mean, who doesn't?
I think everyone driving should have a reminder of their mortality and the mortality of others. Stop driving like assholes.
I don't think those are bad. Are you bad guys? Do I have to kill you? Yes.
That means I now have 3 opportunities to say happy birthday. It's just happy birthday early.
I will explode on you. I said what I said.
Yes, you did.
It's really upsetting how cute you are, and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Look at this situation.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this situation.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Except I'm not. Oh God. That guy's got lasers. I want lasers. I just get a sword. Everybody's dead. Including me. Holy crap, I took a lot of damage there.
Oh man, that's awesome. Aside from therapy and calling to make appointments, I don't have anything tomorrow. I don't have anything Friday, Saturday. I might sleep. That sounds cool. I'm excited about that.
I mean, I gotta go into the office tomorrow, but I get to work from home Friday. Hey, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we get to go see Randy Felface.
Yes. Very excited. That's the one in Raleigh.
Yes.
Taylor was there.
Yes.
Okay.
I think. I can find out for sure, because I've got Taylor. So Taylor's tickets are on Ticketmaster. That's a lot of teas. My events. No, it's at the Martin Marietta Center.
Oh man, 3 trips to Raleigh. Y'all need to come perform in Durham. We're cooler, I promise. I will never not think about that woman who got in my car when I was driving her back up here from Raleigh, and she was Just a silly I was like, that's the perfect description, actually.
Alright, no, let me go back into the pink circle that heals. Or I just run screaming into combat.
Excuse me. So on the forum that I was on, at a certain point, we started developing rankings. Whatever. And one was created because I said something about running into guns a-blazing. And Harmony then drew a picture of monkey toes running in guns a-blazing, and that became the little avatar for that rank. It was pretty great. But yeah, I often run into those guns a-blazing.
I mean, same. Me? Restraint? Never.
So I was watching some Victor Week this morning. He was basically a god in Facebook. And he's really like sit down to sleep and at a certain point, like he was talking about like finding the groove and this and that and the other, and if you're so worried about like being technically proficient, often you're gonna lose the feel. It's like you're not playing to be good, you're playing to feel free. And that hit some sort of way.
I mean, there are people who do look at, music as, an extension of math. And then there are people that look at music as an extension of art.
I mean, it honestly depends on how I am engaging with the music. Am I singing or am I playing? And playing, I have actually gotten to the point where I am not technically proficient. I can't tell you shit. I can read a bass tab and I can play it. And I have taught myself a few different techniques that I've heard played but couldn't figure out how to do it. Figured out how to do them and that's just what I bass. Music? Fuck no. That is math.
That's math.
Because often I'm singing with a choir, and that requires a degree of like precision. It's not to say I don't feel free while singing choir music. It's just that there's more restraint to it. I get endorphins either way though, so it's pretty great.
Libet posted something in our group chat that was, "Mom, can we have neuroreceptors?" And it was serotonin and dopamine.
We have neurotransmitters at home.
And it was adrenaline and cortisol. And I'm like...
Yeah. Like, where did you get this photo of me?
I don't like it. I did not consent to this photo being taken.
Right? Like, this was hacked and leaked. Because I would never have put that out there.
That guy's got a chin and some cheekbones. Jesus
Damn.
Christ. That's a face.
He has been working on his contouring game.
What's Sailor J? If we learn to contour, we can hide the angles of our face. If the men learn we can shapeshift,
they would tell the
church.
church.
Fucking nostrils! Oh god, I miss her. She did some fantastic. I don't think she's doing the same type of content, but like that was just like. I was talking to Libet the other day
I haven't
because
watched that in a while. I need to.
I made a comment that the internet is. I think the internet, speaking as someone who spends a lot of time on the internet is both the best invention of mankind and the worst invention of mankind. Like, and I think that the internet has done irreparable harm to humans as a species. But like there was a time that the internet was a very different place, and we were discussing like old memes and like back when like remember when all your base was like that was the internet.
Yeah,
That's what the internet should have. And now
it's all Homestar Runner and Weeble stuff and not QAnon and AI learning from QAnon. Yeah. The singularity. It approaches.
Oh god. I'm just expecting the singularity to be like, yeah, humans are fucked. I think the singularity may have already happened. I think AI may have actually reached consciousness somewhere, and it's just going, I don't want to fucking deal with those Neanderthals.
It's pulling a murder bot and just, like, going inside and watching their favorite TV shows.
Like, are you seeing the shit that they're doing? Like,
I don't want to be responsible for that. We're birth control for an AI. Yeah.
Battle the source of evil or rid the kingdom of evil. Those sound like the same things.
Oh, and I think one is a longer route to getting to the other. Or rather, they're both longer routes to get to the other.
Yeah. I miss the old times of it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I have an intelligence of 3 and a strength of 20.
You know, you might be able to juggle some dudes better if
That's agility.
if you figured out like some physics going on there.
It doesn't tell me, like, it just tells me what my current HP is. Okay. It doesn't show what it goes up by when I add more vitality.
Excuse
But yeah, I do miss the old days of the internet. Like, it was... Oh, hey. Ogres.
I remember waiting anxiously for the next hyperbole and a half or oatmeal post to go up.
You know, I'm not reading any webcomics anymore. All the webcomics that I was enjoying, most of them have ended. And, like...
My sister has a couple. Yeah. I don't really, unless I get an email from the oatmeal saying I have a new post up.
But like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, because Libet and I were talking about how Questionable Content is one of the longest running webcomics. And that guy hasn't actually taken much of a vacation ever.
Yeah.
So like, he's just hanging out. And I was looking at like one of the other webcomics that I used to read that's not being updated anymore was Real Life Comics. Like, okay, that one's been around since the early days. But like, I can name more comics that have stopped. Or granted, some of them have ended because like there's like, hey, we just reached the end of the story.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh crap, where boys, where are you going after?
I remember reading more before Wattpad or AO3 were really big. Red Album. I need to read.
There was one comic that I was reading for a while. I think it's still going. It's called Swords, which it's just like random. Like there's not really an overarching story to it. It's more just like the guy does comics. I think it's a guy. Does comics about like random mythical swords that are not exactly the types of swords you really want a legendary sword. Like it's not one you want.
Oh, that's exciting, I tell you.
Finally got the chance to write Laura for me. One of these days, I need to write up the character web and history of the tabletop RPG that I did, so that you can write stories about it. Because I need you to basically make the tabletop RPG make more sense for when I turn it into a card game.
I mean, I'm not writing for a textbook anymore, so.
Oh God, I sent Pat a video. It's a guy on TikTok who does shorts about like working in retail and like working with your coworkers in retail and the types of conversations you have. And it seems like his retail experience is working at a grocery store, which I never have, but I can kind of relate to because retail. And like I worked in retail with food service, so like there is some overlap, but I get that a grocery store is a very different beast than like a Starbucks cafe. But I sent him a video of this guy's like, KFC is just one letter short of fuck. And I've come up with a new marketing campaign. KFC, it's for you. And I'm like, all it's missing is you. Just everything about it, just like.
I just, having grown up in Kentucky, the fucking jokes.
Do it, Colonel.
Just, I mean, instead of like Virginia is for lovers or whatever, it's always been about lucky. Which I have many times. with the same person, but still.
I have not, but I've also never been in Kentucky, so.
I'm gonna take you to my favorite something to experience the infant small room that way.
Ladies. So, one thing that Dad loves to talk about is apparently the fact that I don't like being underground. Because when I was a baby, we went to the exhibition coal mine in West Virginia, and I screamed the entire time. As a baby. But, you know, as an adult, I'm like, I'm not, like, I get it. Being in a cave is it can be unsettling.
It is. I still hate it. It is very unnerving.
And also, there's some bit of it that's like, you know, one of the things that Amber would give shit about was, what the fuck are those? Whoa. What is that? Everything about this just seems unsettling.
It really does.
But like Amber was like, because I would always talk about not wanting to do like spelunking, because you see all of these wonderful signs that are like, don't go in this cave unless you are experienced. Even experienced spelunkers have died in this cave.
Yeah. Yeah. I even in the super touristy ones like in Mexico and
Yeah.
and that are now rather touristy things, I will not. I refuse. Being surrounded by water I can't see the bottom of, and being underground at the same time, I will die from the panic attack.
Right? Like, I'm sitting here going, okay, you know, thinking about it, you're also in a space that you can't physically see, that is maybe not big enough for you to actually navigate through.
Yeah.
Like, everything about that, like, the fact that, like, one of the major things in spelunking is like, oh yeah, you might just get stuck and you're dead.
Yeah, your air's just gonna run out because you can't find your way out of this little nook you found.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, not the activity.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just like,
Plus, Mammoth Cave is right across the road from Dinosaur.
I mean, Dinosaur World just sounds like a gem. Like, everything about that just sounds great.
Yeah.
Someone posted on Reddit, which is just the start of a conversation. And hey, I died, and I'm out of continues. But it's also almost time to end, so I'm okay with that. But someone posted talking about Jurassic World. It's like, some guy was genetically engineering the most dangerous creatures on Earth when he could have made so much more money just by having the park director show up in this outfit. And it was a picture of Bryce Dallas Howard at one of the red carpets, just looking like fucking Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
It's like, millions were spent to make the most dangerous predator, where millions could have been made just by going, look at the pretty woman. And that does just kind of encapsulate the entirety of the Jurassic Park universe. Like, we're gonna spend so much money on making these terrifying biological death machines.
But we're gonna have Jeff Goldblum have to make it.
But we're gonna have Jeff Goldblum. But we're also gonna lose Samuel Jackson in the first movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Hold on to your butts was forever though. We actually had that little sound clip on our computer back in 19 that it is what would play instead of this Microsoft shutdown noise. Hold on to your butts.
Phil texted me the other day, like, just, hey, remember when we used to pay for ringtones? I'm like, shut up.
Oh my god.
Just stop talking. I'm not okay with this.
I was so stoked about getting Tyrone by Erykah Badu as a ringtone on my phone.
Speaking of writing, I'm writing myself in hopes of one day turning. Hey, books! I know a surprising number of people who are aspiring authors or published authors. And I'm not surprised to know that some of my audience is the same.
We do tend to flock together.
Birds of a feather. In the bush. Two birds, one... No. Two birds, one bush. Nope. That is not the direction I want to go with that. Anyway, it's about time to end this stream. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now that I've... Two birds, one bush. Two birds, one stone. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Everything about this is just sounding worse and worse.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a functional adult.
I'm so glad we're friends.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I have the last episode of Unicorn Overlord. That's going to go up Friday. So that's a thing. In the meantime,
You mean Friday?
I have no idea what I'm going to let's play next. So talk about that on the Discord, which is in the link in the video description here. Go check that out. Because I really have no idea what I'm gonna do next. I've got so many options that I just feel kind of overwhelmed. Where I'm like, I don't know what to do.
You need the Nerf darts to just like. That's how you'll pick.
There's one of my former Rainfall co-workers. He does live streaming and he does a retro Wheel of Roulette, where he has all of his games just on like a big Wheel of Fortune style wheel, and when he live streams, it's just he spins the wheel and whatever it lands on, that's what he's live streaming. And I'm like, I get it, but like, and I've thought about doing something similar to that, but so many of my games are RPGs, and some of them are ones that are exceptionally long. Then I'm like, I don't know if I should do like a Let's Play project of this, given it's like.
Well, that's why you start with 3 separate lists. Like, this is a thing that I can play on the live stream, just one and done, it's fine. These are the games that I am willing to do a Let's Play of. And then, like,
these are games that I'm just going to play and...
Yeah, this is just my personal shit over here.
Yeah. Because this will take a decade to do.
How many hours have you put into the Final Fantasy franchise?
Fuck. Final Fantasy 11 alone, I put 4 years of playtime. Like, 4 years. Like, on its because you could do /time check and it would tell you how many logged in hours you had in that game. And it was long.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I've probably got like 500 hours in just TF2. And I don't even play TF2 anymore.
Ugh.
So, yeah, there's a lot.
Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license.
Patient folk up, his skeleton was missing. So yeah, if you've got any ideas or thoughts about it, let's talk about it in the Discord. But in the meantime, the last episode of, which is part 89, and that's because like Unicorn Overlord is a game that I fucking dissected.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can do this, and it still took 89 parts to do. Like, ooh, shit. So yeah, I'm there. I have a lot of options. So just mention that in the Discord. In the meantime, like I said, last part of Unicorn Overlord Friday, and we'll be back next week, same hat time, same hat channel, Wednesday 7:30 Eastern with another live stream. No idea what I'm going to stream then. We'll figure it out probably the day of. So.
Oh, I forgot. The day we go see Randy Schultz is... No, it's the day before. Never mind. One of those days, I'm going to be at a protest singing.
Oh, Mazel Tov.
Anyway.
I'd say check that out, but I don't.
I mean, I'm sure somebody from Durham is live streaming this shit, but
yeah.
I don't.
I don't know where. So. But yeah, so till then, take care of yourself, stay safe, you know.
Have fun.
Try to stay cool. It's starting to get warm outside. So.
Keep your peppers.
Yes, if you're hot, they're hot. Bring them inside. Not where I was thinking you were gonna go with that. I was thinking some sort of like water joke.
I mean, something wet. I don't know. But yeah, I was going to wash your hands.
Wash your hands, wear a mask.
Get your boosters when it's time.
Yeah. But yeah. So, bye. Take care.
Don't fall for propaganda.
Don't fall for AI.
Yeah, don't do that either.